Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So there's a lot that has been happening in politics this week and this weekend alone, but I think I'm just gonna touch on a few things. So firstly, I want us to touch on MK slash Floyd slash Bonginkosi Kanyile. I want to start with this rumor. So someone, I don't know if it's an MK member. If it is an MK member, it's very wrong of them to take things that are happening in a secret meeting and leak in public. It just shows that people are just not loyal. Ukubone, they will do anything to sell information. So apparently, Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile, if you don't know Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile, guys, he's an activist. He's an activist at heart. Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile. So and he's been in the youth league. If you know him, I'm gonna try to attach a picture for you guys. He was an activist in the Fees Must Fall, and he was arrested. Right, I'm just giving you a background so that you can understand the role that he has also played in MK. Yeah, understand. So he was an activist in Fees Must Fall, Wabanjo, and he got arrested. He was one of the people that got arrested, and then that's how EFF came into the rescue. They assisted him. They demanded for his release. He was released. He became a member of the EFF. But obviously, Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile is, I don't want to say he's rogue, but obviously, if you're going to be an activist, that you're going to be remembered for the rest of your life, you do things out of the ordinary. The fact that we have Julius Malema, it's because now but they were rogue in the ANC. They did things that were out of the ordinary. That's how you become great. So he was expelled in the EFF, and then he joined other parties, but at the end he joined the PA as well, and then at the end he joined Umkhonto Wesizwe. Fine. And during the campaign, the election campaign, he was campaigning very hard, and there were a few things that he said during the campaign about ANC, about President Ramaphosa, which landed him in court. As a result, he was I don't know if he was a president of the Youth League when MK began, when it started, like from the ground. He was the president of the Youth League. And then Kuchi, they removed him, and then he was I don't know if he was not expelled, but he was removed from the MK Youth League. And then they even released a statement the other day. I did a video where they said, "Ubana Ubongi Nkosi, they are continuing going around representing MK, doing speeches and doing groundwork, but they are not deployed by the youth league." So if umhlambu bayahamba bafike bamise intend stand, then once bamise stand phaya bathethe nge-MK and stuff. So youth league was complaining that they are not deployed, abadeploywanga youth league. So why behamba around bemise stand and ukubone, because ba rogue. So yabisithi youth league sithi ba rogue, uyabona. And then but okay, and but naphinda nambona uBongi Nkosi uKhanyile is an activist ke, une charisma ke, abantu bayamamela, yabo. And I remember also in the beginning of MK, they went viral. I need to take this call. Okay, I'm back. So in the beginning of MK, they went viral on Twitter because they made T-shirts and quizkeepers and people were like, "Oh my God, why would you make his keeper and put your name on them? That's wrong. You're not supposed to do that." Wara. I think that's how also Kengoku, even the things that he was saying during the campaign, they went under scrutiny. They went under scrutiny to a point where he was removed. Okay. Then maybe like 4 months back, I saw him at an event where like it was a big event, but he was also there. So I thought, okay, maybe things have been fixed. I even made a video and I said, okay, now that they said they've removed Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile from the youth league, he's not representing them. Now I'm seeing him at an event talking, and in that event there was Floyd. Maybe it was not 4 months, it was 3 months. There was Floyd. I even said, okay, there is Floyd. So does that mean that Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile, are they using him again? Which they should release a statement. I said they should release a statement then if they are using him again to tell us that, okay, fine, even though we've removed him out of the ANC Youth League, but now simfake at the what. Yeah, so that we know that, okay, fine, he's back in the party, he's not rogue, everyone is Gucci. Fine. That's the background of Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile. Now, there are allegations that Ubongi Nkosi and I don't know the other one. I'm just gonna speak about Ubongi Nkosi because we are Mazing, popular. They are saying they are not going to listen to Floyd because if you listen to the manifesto or the constitution, it says that a youth league will only go up to 30 years. Yeah, but in most parties like the EFF, the ANC, it goes up to 35 years. So they've decided with MK to make it to go up to 30 years. Yeah, and there was a clip of Floyd going around where he was explaining, there was a gala dinner. Floyd was explaining ukuthi, President Zuma asked ukuthi, what does a 14-year-old and a 35-year-old have in common? Because a 14-year-old or 15-year-old is people that basese high school. Yeah, but a 35-year-old these days, I mean, it's people with families, with kids. You know, it's people that they're so different from abantu who are 14. I'm 30, but my problems are so different from who is 14. So, and Floyd was explaining that, okay, we came into a conclusion that youth league must only go up to 30 years. Now, Ubongi Nkosi Kanyile, he was born in December 1989, because I had to check his age. So he's 35. Yeah, but even if Ebekwi EFF Forum Zagorokani ANC, this was gonna be the last year Ebekwi Youth League. Yeah, but the problem with being in the youth league, because someone asked Ukuti, why does it matter? Like, why would Ubongi Nkosi fight the age restriction for youth league? Iba benefit and winning. Because if I can't be in the EFF student command, Forum Zegelo, I am still in the EFF. So, like, why does it matter if I'm in the student command or I'm in the EFF? It's the same thing. Yeah, so someone explained and said, no. Kaloku, when they are in the youth league, they can go all over. Yeah, which is true, okay? Because I remember Ubongi Nkosi when MK started, when there was no structures properly, when it started, they were all over. Ubongi Nkosi was all over, and Ubongi Nkosi was doing interviews to a point that he was even reprimanded that he must stop doing interviews. He was doing interviews and sunglasses. There was a podcast he went to, he was wearing sunglasses. So, being in the youth league, someone said it comes with a lot of perks because you are not only restricted to one place. Whereas if you are in the main body structure, which is the MK body, if you are deployed in KZN or you are deployed in one region, you are deployed there. Asizukubona ngawo seGauteng, ukubona. So you are limited. That's why they are contesting Floyd we are not gonna listen to Floyd, we're gonna listen to Baba, which is Jacob Zuma. This is why Floyd also said, if you go to YouTube or even go to Twitter, you're gonna find this video. I don't think I'm gonna attach it here. I'll see. I'll decide. I'll decide if I want to attach it here or not. Something got into my eye, guys. It's bothering me. So in this video, Floyd says that, and Floyd is the national organizer. Floyd is the national organizer. He goes around to all the provinces, teaching the MKP their constitution, making them familiarize themselves with their constitution, so that noma udibene nomuntu MKP umbuze ke constitution they can spit it out. Like if you meet any fighter of the EFF and you ask them the seven cardinal pillars, it doesn't matter where they are. It doesn't matter. You can find them in the rural areas. Ask them about the seven cardinal pillars of the EFF. They will tell you. Yeah, but so Floyd is trying to create that familiarity. Yoba, they spit out their constitution. Whoever you ask, they know what the MK stands for. They speak the same language. That's what he's trying to do. Yeah, but which is a good thing. Yeah, but so now he said in this speech, Ubana, Jacob Zuma said he's gonna travel with him, with the Floyd. He's gonna travel with the Floyd to these provinces so that the people can see that Ubana lendi tetwang Floyd, I tetwang Floyd ka, but it comes from the constitution. Uzo tetang ngokwakhe kwezinye indawo. Don. Someone asked a question. King said so. Asked a question yesterday. I was watching his episode. He said, Ubana, is it a good thing that Floyd, when he says something, there has to be Uzuma to second him? Where? Oh, guys, something got into my eye. Is it a good thing that Floyd, when he says something, funeka kube kuzuma ngoku ozo attested and wrong Floyd? Tina, it doesn't matter if you bring us you can bring me Dr. Ndlos. If Dr. Ndlos says to me, the EFF said, you can bring me Marshall Dlamini. If Marshall Dlamini said, the EFF said, period. I don't have to see Julius Malema to know that the EFF said. Do you get it? Because I know those people have been put in power by the EFF. So whatever that is, whatever they say, we trust that. So the question is, Gengoku. But then I was thinking, before I come into this answer, I was thinking, yeah, one of the problem is this. Floyd came late into the MK party. And he did not just come late, but he came with a structure, with the rules that people need to follow. So it's more often ngokubana besikade sisenza unothanda. We understand now when you got here and you wanna control what we must do. Yeah, but it would have been so much better if Floyd got there first and there's structures. Everybody who joined, but join rules and structure. Do you get it? But it's like bebekade bezidakasela umuntu bonke inkosi khanyile wonke umuntu everyone besenza unothanda. Now there are rules and structures being introduced in place, and it's like ngokubana zonke izinto zize no Floyd forums again. Which is quite tricky, and I get it. It's like arriving at a function late and you want to change the entire deco. Hayi bosana. And you want to change the entire deco. Sibe thina abantu besifike early besithe izoba pink when uyafika uthi ufuna uyenza blue sun. Do you get it? So I think the tricky part is there. It's not even about izinto azithethayo Floyd, which makes sense, but it's about the fact that he came late and now he's trying to introduce rules abantu whom they are not used to. That's why ke ngokubena la attitude yoba we will only hear thina xa kuthethwa ubaba, which is a problem. What if uzuma uyaqule kuyolala ICU kuzomanyelwa bani? But ke ngoku I feel like no Zuma should enforce. I feel like what Jay-Z should be doing as well is to enforce abantu to listen to into ethethwa leadership, ethethwa nguFloyd, ethethwa ngubani, angathi yena ubana uzohamba no Floyd to go and explain ebantwini, because what's going to happen when he's no longer there to go and explain? What's going to happen? We understand? But instead of atubana, yay, ndimkhuphile uFloyd, umsebenzi wakhe kukuba enze lonto. Yeah, so you have to listen to him. Do you get it? Anyway, yeah, this video is too long. I doubt I'm gonna attach a clip of Floyd, but you can find it on the internet. It's everywhere. It was everywhere this weekend. So let me know what you think on this Floyd saga. People not wanting to listen to him, on Abu Bongi Nkosi Khanyile who don't wanna listen, and also with Zuma not enforcing isandla sika Floyd as a leader. Ukubona, not enforcing the authority. We understand? So, yeah. Let me know what you think. And then, I want us to talk about ANC. There's been a lot of, as you all know, complaints about the spaza shops selling food, kids who bought food or snacks that were, some died, some were admitted to the hospital. The spaza shops must go, all that. So ANC had a press conference, Ulebohang, MMC or MEC, sorry. Ulebohang Maile. So he was explaining ukuthi, this is quite tricky. This is quite tricky because esitubana in Gauteng they went to one, I think it's Ebetewe Tembisa, they went to one spaza shop. Esi-ownwa my friend. Uyabo. So when they got there, they asked Wana, are you here illegal? What's happening? And that person produced ID. And it is the illegal immigrants must go. Abantu abasezipazeni must go. Wara. So bafika phak my friend, hey, are you illegal? Wara. My friend, what you ID? Hey. What a khoti idea, my friend. Now the question is, he's a South African citizen because in ID. Either uchatile or can you tell, but the point is he's a South African citizen. So then what do you say? What do you say to him? You can't chase him away. You can't chase him away. So now, it's very tricky, this thing. It's no longer, it's not straightforward, basically. It's not like obvious. Yeah, but there's a lot of dynamics regarding this thing. Yeah, but, and it's such a pity. It is such a pity that abantu bethu, but I feel like things are coming to light now. Yes, I feel like things are coming to light. Bazawuyeka ukuthi yonke into iblame ku-EFF. You will soon realize the EFF has no power of anything. EFF has never been in power. These people have been here. So uzamgxotha njani umuntu ene-ID? Uzawuthi umgxothela nene-ID because akekho illegal, uyi-citizen ngoku. Yeah, understand? Anyway, so Gayton jumps into the conversation. Gayton jumps into the conversation. He's been an activist this weekend. Ubana, they must go. He's backing Goku. Ubuyile ngoku, but they must go. They must go. Our people can't suffer. Wara. This back to the old Gayton. But we must fight this. But Gayton, when I looked for this speech and I just could not find it because I wanted to attach it on my video. I don't remember which day it was. I think it was the day that they brought the remains of the fallen soldiers or of the people that were in exile. And if there were people that were in exile, there were people that went to seek refuge. Kabo Zambia, Kabo Zimbabwe, Mozambique and all that. And who were our heroes, right? So when some of the remains were brought back, I think they were from Zambia, if I'm not mistaken, Gayton McKenzie had to do a speech or like a word of thanks. Then he said, Dubana, we appreciate these countries. We thank them that they gave our people a roof over their head when they needed it most. We are grateful that they didn't ask them in Velapi, but they saw that their African brothers were in trouble and they covered their backs. They gave them a roof over their head. They took care of them. They didn't chase them away. This is why I was looking for this speech. So Gayton was like, yeah, we are grateful, we are thankful. This shows us that we need to be united as Africa. We need to be united. We need to have each other's backs. And I was like, Aibo, that can't be Gayton Kaloku. That's why I looked for that video everywhere and I just can't find it. And the problem is this, I don't remember which day. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was during the original speech or if it was during what, I looked for it, I can't find it. Then he said, we are one. We should also do the same for our African brothers here. Don't. That was just the other day when they did the welcoming of the remains. Ngoku. Because Ngoku, the air is blowing towards Bamabam. And people are always tagging him. Lord Gaten. Lord, they call him Lord Gaten on Twitter. Lord Gaten. They call him Lord Gaten, and they call him Papa Joy. They call him Papa Joy. Lord Gaten, what must happen? What must happen? So now he's been tweeting non-stop, they must go, South Africans. And I'm like, oh my God, Gaten is such a flip-flopper. He is such a flip-flopper. And I wish the PA people can just wake up and smell the coffee. And then lastly, Carl Niehaus. So he was in Tamazimbi this weekend, and then he did a speech, and he was like, yeah, people are saying I'm leaving the economic freedom fighters. I am not leaving the EFF, because people are like, we're waiting for Carl to resign now. I'm not leaving the EFF. Don't. But Carl has been working so hard. The crazy part is this: I believe Carl. If he leaves, I will be so disappointed, because I believe him. I believe him. So I will really be disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna be disappointed if he leaves, because he's been working so hard. He's been so dedicated. He's really given his all, Shem. But, and also this weekend, some people were lobbying that Dr. Ndlozi for DP, Dr. Ndlozi for SG. If the top leadership doesn't have Dr. Ndlozi, we are going to reject it. Yeah, my Lord. But I really pray that they really put Dr. Ndlozi national. We can't afford not to have Ndlozi Phaya. We cannot. We just cannot. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. This video is just way too long. I did not even introduce myself. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Zizipo Lupelwane. This is Simple Politics. This is a platform where we simplify politics. We react to what's happening. We discuss, we engage on whatever hot topic that's trending, babes. And this is just a platform where we make things easier. We make them understandable for an ordinary person who might not necessarily be exposed to other platforms. So we bring it here for you to simplify. Okay, so yeah, guys, happy new week, and let's grab this week by the jugular vein. Let's make it productive, and I hope we're gonna have an easy week in politics. But if not, we're gonna meet here in this channel as often as we can. Aluta continua, guys. The struggle, it continues. Please engage in the comments. Let me know what you think. Okay, peace out, guys.